You might be asking yourself, where in the world am I today? Well, as you can see, Havana is 105 miles that way, which means, yep, you guessed it, we are in Key West. And the way I got here to Key West is pretty funny, actually. We're only a 4-hour ferry ride from Fort Myers, so that's exactly what I did. I jumped on a ferry, got my tail down here. It was a lot of fun. You got to get up a little early, but the ferry leaves around 8 o'clock in the morning, got us here by noon, and I've been here for a couple of days now. Yesterday was completely rained out, but today, as you can see, it's a beautiful day. We're gonna hang out today on the beach, and I'm also gonna take you all around town so you guys can see what there is to do in Key West. Is it a place where you bring your family? Is it a place where you bring your spouse or your friends? You come here in a bachelorette party? What does Key West have to offer? Well, today you guys are gonna hang out with me and you're gonna come along for the ride so you can see exactly what there is to do down here in Key West. So my adventure started at 8 o'clock in the morning, so make sure to get there at least 30 minutes beforehand. If not, the boat will leave you, and they're not going to turn around for you, believe me. Now, it is very beautiful on the way there. You get a chance to meet a lot of great people, take good pictures, and even catch a nap. Now, as myself, I did not sit outside, thank God, because it does pour. And once we show up there, it is gorgeous. You get to see the cruise ships and the beautiful aqua green water. Now, the best thing is, after you've been on the boat for 4 hours and traveling in the heat, getting to your hotel and seeing a beautiful pool, nice views, and the place we decided to stay at, well, it's pretty affordable. I think I paid somewhere around $175 a night. Now, there are some added expenses such as parking. I think it's $25 extra per night. And if you're gonna bring a pet along, well, they're gonna get you for about $75 extra a night. But the room was very clean and it was really well equipped. It had a stove, had a little mini fridge, a mini bar, and all those things that you're gonna need. I'll leave the information for the hotel that I stayed at down below in the comments section. And personally, I decided to rent a car so we can see the entire island and the neighboring islands as well. And we were able to get the smart card for just 50 bucks a day. I'll also leave the information for that down below. So the first place we're going to be eating at on this adventure over in Key West is Tavern in Town. It's located right inside of the Marriott, so the parking is not a problem at all. And today we're going to be eating some really good food. Now, this place has got some really great, outstanding reviews, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to try this place out. And the presentation so far has not disappointed me at all. So we're going to be starting off with the lobster and the shrimp ceviche, something a little different than normally what I would order, but feeling a little adventurous, so we're going to try that first. Then we got a really nice salad here. This thing looks amazing, and it's the house salad, just the house salad. Ooh, it looks like we got some goat cheese on here and some mandarins. Really nice combination. So we got crunchy, savory, we got light balsamic, really nice. The goat cheese just goes perfect. Let's try the shrimp ceviche. See how that is. That is spectacular. That is really good. It has a complete, how would I say, it does not have any type of a fishy taste at all. Delicious. One of the, you know, guys, I'm not a big fan of fish. Let's try the lobster now. Let's see how the lobster goes. I love lobster meat. That's one thing I will tell you I do like from the sea. That is delicious as well. So that's gained my approval. I like that. And yeah, so far so good. Let's go ahead and finish off this course, and then hopefully we'll have room for a little bit more. Welcome to day number 2, and today we're having some of my favorite food in the entire world, which is Cuban food. Now, Cuban food down here in the Keys is going to be especially authentic because why? Because there's so many Cubans down here. So today I'm going to be having the palo mio steak with the tostones, the white rice, and the black beans. This looks really good, by the way. And just in case that's not to my liking, I also ordered a second dish, which I'm probably not going to be finishing both, which is the skirt steak, or like some people call it, churrasco, right? Yeah, churrasco. It's got the chimichurri sauce, white rice, tostones, and the black beans. So let's see how this is. But I heard this sauce right here, I heard it's not amazing. I heard it's unbelievable. Let's see if that's true. The steak itself, spectacular, even without it's just a little bit of a spiciness. So I'm assuming there's going to be jalapenos, probably some olive oil, a little bit of maybe cilantro in here. This is really good sauce. Let's give the beans a taste, see how these are. Not as good as mom's beans, but I'll tell you what, they come a close second. Now let's get the chimichurri steak. This is a very thick piece of steak, or entraña is what they call it in Spanish, skirt steak. Usually it's a very thin steak, very skinny steak. This one, look how thick that is. Unbelievably tender. That is really good. Now today, I didn't get a chance to mention it earlier, but the name of the place we're eating at right now is the Cuban Cafe here in Key West. It is one of the top rated restaurants in this area, but I will tell you, it's very hard to find parking. So even if you gotta walk here, I think this would be a good spot for your next destination. Order that. Okay, so the first full day that I was here, we did get hit by rain because it does rain down here quite often. Now, it's still okay to walk around, so bring a poncho or an umbrella or something. You guys can check out all the shops and all the classic things there is to see down here, because Key West is a very old town. So you're gonna see old marinas, and it's a very laid back type of atmosphere down here. So if you just wanna walk around in shorts and flip flops, kind of like the way I did, well, you can go bar hopping, you can go and feed the fish, you could do basically anything you would do on vacation, I guess, and just relax and have a good time. Well, after all this walking around and feeding fish, I got a little bit of an appetite myself. Sometimes when you're on vacation, you got to make exceptions to eat a little ice cream, and it said homemade, so how can you pass by a place that says homemade ice cream and not at least give it a try? Now, it did check, and they do live here, so it's categorized as home, and they don't live here. But I think that's a little bit about false advertising. What do you guys think? Homemade? Don't you got to live in the ice cream shop? No, maybe not. Maybe they make it at their house and they bring it to the ice cream shop. Dulce leche is nice. It's a little creamy. Either way, for a guy that doesn't eat ice cream that often, it's really good. This place is called Tropical Ice Creams and Gelato. Cash only. Don't bring credit cards, because barely anywhere out here in Key West do they take credit cards. Something to do a lot of credit card fraud. So make sure you do bring a lot of cash with you, or at least enough cash for a few days, so you can at least get some ice cream. Now, you are going to notice there's a lot of beautiful classical Victorian homes all over this place, because some of these structures are from the mid 1800s, believe it or not. But the town has come a long way since then. There's a lot of cool things to look at, including some random chickens just walking around. One of the things you're going to want to do when you're down here is definitely check out the beaches. So today we're at Fort Zachary Taylor Historical State Park. This place is amazing, and they have some grub for you to eat as well. Obviously the water's beautiful, but what you're not going to notice is there's a lot of really sharp rocks here for you to walk on. So make sure to bring some water shoes, because if not, you're going to have a very unpleasant time. Now, the water is nice and warm, and you can actually see iguanas just randomly walking around. And from what I hear, you can even see Cuba, believe it or not. Speaking of Cuba, now we want to talk about cigars, because you're going to see a cigar shop just about in every street corner down here. Now, I visited this local cigar shop right here on Duval Street, and it was actually pretty cool, because you can actually take the cigars with you, or you can stay in and just smoke in the backyard for you guys just to relax, kick back, and take some puffs. Right now, we're at the Pho King Noodle Bar. We have the pineapple and mango salad. This thing looks really good. Something nice and light to kind of open up your appetite. And then here I have the curry, noodles, and shrimp. This is gonna be delicious. I love spicy food, so this is gonna be just what I need. Plus, it's already 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I still have not eaten all day, so this is gonna really hit the spot. So let's go ahead and see how this is. I really don't know how to use chopsticks, by the way, so hopefully you guys don't make fun of me at home. Of course, it's pineapple. Can't go wrong, pineapple. That is really delicious. They put sesame seeds, peanuts, looks like some chai seeds also on top. That's mint. That was delicious. Let's try this. I'm not gonna act like I know how to use chopsticks, so I'm gonna try this with my good old-fashioned fork. No shame in using a fork, guys. That is delicious. You can taste the coconut milk, the curry, just the right amount of spice and the right amount of flavor. Delicious. Those shrimp are very good too, very fresh. And the noodles, very soft. Let me eat to it, guys. Leave me to it so I can eat, because I'm starving. I'll see you guys at the next restaurant in just a few moments. Now that we've finished our Thai food, we're gonna go check out a local seafood place right on Duval Street that has some of the best spicy seafood in all of Key West. All right, guys, now we're gonna get a little bit spicy. We're here at the Cajun, what is the name of this place? Cajun what? The Stinking Crawfish, and we're gonna have one of their signature dishes. It's basically anything you want, any kind of seafood you can throw into a mix, and then they put their own dry rub, the spicy dry rub, and you can pick what category you want. I went somewhere in the middle of the road. This is a medium. From what I heard, it's still very enjoyable, but it will give a good kick. So I'm gonna try it. I ordered the shrimp and the lobster with the corn. So let's give it a try and see how it is. Okay, not that spicy, I'll be honest with you. Maybe it's gonna kick in later, right? Not too spicy. Oh wait, there's the spice kicking in now. Let me try the lobster tail. See how this is. That is good. Nice, good flavor. Very, very salty, so you guys are probably gonna have to drink a lot of water. The spice is right on. If you guys want to get real adventurous, they actually have one level, yeah, I think 2 levels up from here that I heard not too many people can order or can stomach or can finish. I think it's called Why Did I Order This? So that's if you want to go that high, but definitely I would recommend the medium. Medium is delicious. Cheers. No foodie excursion would be complete without something sweet or a dessert to top it off. So right now we're at River Street Sweets on Duval Street, and we're checking out some of the really good stuff they have. They have candy, they have gelato, they have candied apples. They've got pretty much everything and anything you could think of, even some things I've never even seen before. Now, I am not the kind of person to indulge in this too much, but you put me in a situation like this, it's kind of hard to say no, so I might just take a couple things for the road. Speaking of which, we gotta hit the road and go check out some of the other islands down here near Key West. Now this drive is pretty nice. If you guys have a couple hours to kill, it's very nice, especially when you go past the old bridge and you see what they've turned it into now, which is basically just a long boardwalk. You can go walking or running and just catch the sunsets. It's very beautiful, but I think I'll just stick to Key West. All right, now here's something that I never do, but just in case you guys come down here and you have a sweet tooth and you want to bring some treats back with you to the room, well, I did you the favor and I grabbed some from the actually pastry shop we were at earlier, River Street Sweets. I'm gonna go ahead and try, first I think I have the Oreo bark. Now, guys, I'm telling you, I love sweets, but I never indulge. So this is a first. I'm doing this for you guys, so you don't have to wonder if these things are any good. Look at the size of this thing. This thing is gonna definitely give me diabetes if I try to eat the whole thing, but not gonna happen. I'm gonna try a piece. That is insanely good. You need a nice cup of coconut milk or almond milk, whatever you're into. That will go real nice. Next we have some fudge for you fudge lovers out there. We have white and we have classic chocolate fudge. Let's try the white one first. Oh, this white one looks amazing. Look at that. It's got the walnuts on top, or pecans. I'm not 100% sure what those are. Very good. Very subtle. Not too sweet. The cookies and cream bark was very sweet. This one's a little more subtle. And it's got a nice little nutty taste to it. Very good. I like it. Delicious. Now let's try the chocolate fudge. The classic chocolate fudge also has the walnuts on top. Very nice looking piece of fudge, if you ask me. Heavenly, guys. Unbelievable. It's not bad. Try this place out. It's right on Duval Street. It's called River Street Sweets. If you plan on indulging as much as I have these last few days, you're not going to want to skip the workout. But when you're down here, all you have to do is go for an early morning walk or a run and just take a look at nature, and time will just fly by. All right, so one of the most important meals of the day, as you know, is breakfast. And when you're going to come down here to Key West, you want to make sure you come to one of the best breakfast spots. So we did some digging and we found Key Plaza Creperie. It's a French breakfast, so it's going to look a little different than what you're used to. But the specialty here is obviously crepes. So today we did order one of the crepes that has coconut and dulce de leche, so that's going to be delicious. But we also had to balance it out with something a little salty, so we got the breakfast wrap with the potatoes. Now these potatoes obviously look a little different because we're in a French restaurant, but we're going to go ahead and try those first and see how those are. I'm going to give this wrap a try as well. So let's try these. These are seasoned with, it looks like rosemary, pepper, probably a little salt. Those are delicious. Very good. You can taste the herby taste, but very nice. Very different too. It's not what you're used to. Now we got this tomato here. Also looks like it's been cooked with some cheese, a little bit of herbs and garlic. Tomato is a fruit, by the way, guys. It's not even a vegetable. Can you believe that? Tastes like pizza. Very good. Now we're gonna try this wrap. I heard this wrap is really good with this homemade chipotle mayo they have. If that's how you pronounce it. This looks very good. Very delicious. Give it a try. That's packed with flavor. Spicy because of the sauce. Eggs are definitely not, they're definitely real eggs. They're not those eggs that you buy already in frozen or the eggs that come in the liquid. Ham is incredible. Everything here tastes really good. And the wrap is nice and light. It's not too heavy. First time I've ever had a crepe, by the way. Wow, that's incredible. If you guys have ever had dulce de leche warm, this A little light pastry with the powdered sugar and the bananas. Oh, incredible. This would go really good with a nice black cup of coffee, which we have right here. And by the way, the coffee here, guys, and what's one thing I usually tell you guys when I go to a breakfast place, the coffee is not watered down. It's very dark, very strong. Perfect balance to the sweetness of the crepe. I'm gonna have to take another bite because this is really good. Good thing I'm doing a lot of walking today so I can burn this off. So today we're at Ibis Bay over here in Key West. The reason why we're here is because twice a day at 1 and 5 p.m. they actually feed sharks right from the dock over here, which is going to be pretty cool, and that's coming up in just a few minutes. Also, if you want to be a little more adventurous, you can actually take kayaks, paddleboards, and even guided jet ski tours, which take you around the entire island. And the beautiful part is that it's only $140 per jet ski. So if you have 2 people, it's still 140 bucks. You can't beat that. So if you guys are here and you want to do something a little more adventurous, I suggest you check out Ibis Cove, and then you can actually have a couple drinks and some actual really fresh seafood, which they actually have lobster traps right in the water behind me, which is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Which one hasn't eaten yet? ¿De hoy? ¿Ya comieron todos?
I know, I can't tell which one I feel.
Wow.
What kind of sharks?
These are nurse sharks, right? It's a nurse?
Nurse sharks?
Yeah, nurse sharks. ¿No viene otra raza aquí también o solo de esas vienen?
I was guessing.
De ese vienen entonces, no,
No siempre.
no siempre.
All right. All right, last one. Who's next? Okay, so there you have it, folks. That is our Key West video. I wish I would have got more time to spend down here so I could have gotten more activities done. Next time we come down here, we got to do the parasailing, we got to do the glass boats, we got to do jet skiing. There's a lot of other things you guys can do while you're here. But in a short period of time and one day being completely rained out, we didn't get time to do that much, but I did get to do one of my favorite things, which, as you guys know, is dining and getting some really delicious food and getting some sun, of course. That's another thing you have to do when you're down here. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more amazing videos from me, go ahead and check out one of the ones on the screen right now. I'll see you over there in just a few seconds. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I'll see you next time.